And I see recording on.
All right, thank you.
Okay, there you go. You guys are in good shape there.
All right, I'm Oscar and this is Ernest, a veteran from the Vietnam War. Thank you for the interview.
My pleasure. Glad to do it.
I'm sorry I'm taking your time here, but it's...
No, glad to help
Thank you very
the
much.
youth of the day.
All right, well, first question. What branch were you enlisted to, and did you volunteer for the war, or were you a draftee?
I was in the U.S. Army, and I volunteered, yes.
Mm-hmm. How did you, what gave you the courage to go forth and volunteer?
I just wasn't so much courage. I was really afraid that it was going to be over with before I got a chance to participate.
Yeah.
You know, like all the males in my family on both sides go back to the Revolutionary War, and all the men have participated in it, and it was just my turn, and I just always felt like that's what men do when your country needs it. Well, there's no questions asked. I mean, just go.
Well, it's really interesting, since the Revolution, and that's every single war, Revolutionary, World War I, World War II.
Civil War, War of 1812, they were all, well, not all of them, but the majority of them were sailors. My cousin was a sailor. Main reason I didn't join the Navy is because I can't swim.
So you just went for the Army?
Yeah.
Well, since you were a volunteer, what did you think of the draft, in general, and those people that were forced to go?
Well, I think that the draft is a good thing. I mean, every young man should not so much be forced to participate in a war, but I mean, do some military time. If not, but just like a year. I mean, it's good for you. It just it exposes you to different people, different cultures, and it's just shows teaches you some discipline, and like the guys that went to Canada, you might be surprised, but I admired a lot of those guys, and I'll tell you why. They felt so against that war that, I mean, they have changed their whole way of life. Went to Canada, they couldn't come back. And I mean, you have to, when you believe in something, no matter what it is, and back it up the way that they did. I find that, I admire that.
Did they ever get did you hear of any stories of them getting in trouble for it, for leaving?
As long as they didn't come back to the United States.
With treason?
Yeah. I don't know what the charge would be, but like, and I don't know if they were pardoned or, I don't know what the deal was. Canada's not that bad of a place to live, really. Cold as hell.
Oh, yeah. That's about it. Overall, how many years did you serve?
In the Army?
In the Army.
Right at, not quite 3 years. I was in Vietnam for 21 months, and I got wounded, got shot real bad, and I had to get out on medical. I was on my second tour.
Did you, what was your highest, ranking, your promotion?
E5, was it like sergeant?
So you actually had some men that you had to, that you were in charge of, or?
Oh, not really. No, I was, no. I was like the lieutenants and the captains.
When France pulled out of the war, because that's how it started originally, then we came in. Do you remember where you were at when you heard that the president said we were going to go to war in Vietnam?
be honest, no, I couldn't tell you. I had no idea. And, you know, like, back then it was in Indonesia, it wasn't Vietnam.
Yeah.
And, you know, that like, no, I didn't know why, reason France, the French people were there to begin with, it's like, they're as bad as the English, you know, that was, Vietnam was one of their colonies.
Yeah.
And, like anybody else, you don't want some foreigner coming to your country telling you how to live. That's basically what the French was doing.
Yeah.
Just like the English does in Ireland, and I'm Irish, and they kicked their butt too. There's some fierce little warriors.
Yeah.
I tell you. I mean, they started off with nothing but a sharpened stick.
Yeah. So it was, you know, just trying to get in their independence.
Yeah, they just wanted the hell out, you know. Which I can't blame them.
Do you know how did you feel before the war started, and when the U.S. was actually sending supplies and trying to help out the French? Were you more on the side of the Vietnamese because of, you know, those revolutionary beliefs?
Not really. Really wasn't into politics at that time. That's about what it was. And you know, I was a kid.
So you didn't consider them dangerous at all, the Vietnamese?
No, not really. I didn't even, tell you the truth, didn't pay much attention until I saw John Wayne and the Green Beret, you know, the movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was like a lot of war movies, the propaganda to get the people
Pumped up.
yeah, behind that war. And it did at first, but after a while, it just, you know, just kept going on and on, and there's no end in sight. And after a while, people get, you know, and this is like in the 60s now, this is like major protest era.
Yeah.
I mean, my generation of protest is drop of a hat.
Yeah, I've seen some of the old, you know, videos.
Yeah.
Of people protesting.
And you know, like when you, like you go there with good intentions and you hear about all the protests going on back home, and but like I said, I can't, to be honest, I went over there for myself. I wanted to test myself. My biggest fear was not measuring up to my first taste of combat, how I would react. I saw guys just literally pissing their pants. Guys that, I mean, like big football player looking guys.
Yeah.
Just sit down and start crying. And I've seen some guys that you would think wouldn't hurt a fly, answer the call. I mean, you know, that just go into without hesitation. And I was afraid. Well, not afraid. I was just wondering how I was going to react, because you don't know until it happens.
Yeah.
And luckily for me, and unluckily for those little zipper heads, I answered the call, so to speak.
And do you believe that your training helped you towards that?
No, that training was a joke. Yeah, it was just a formality.
And they just wanted people to go through?
Yeah. It's just, yeah. You don't, it's like, people can tell you about girls all your life, but until you start dating one, then you know what they're really like.